What's good, y'all? I'm Eli.
And I'm Eddie.
We Game It
We Game
Takes,
It
man.
Takes.
Look, y'all been supporting.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, we see it all. It may be coming, at a slower pace, but we appreciate it all. Patience is a virtue, and we're patient. Our time will come, bro. This is our first live stream. Not a lot of people may be in here. Right, Eddie.
Yes, sir. That's a fact.
But look, we
Eight,
got to start from somewhere, bro. And we
yeah,
humble,
we
we
18,
ready.
18 subs off 100. Let's get to 100 by
Right.
before next week.
We putting in the work, and look, at the end of the day, we just hope that y'all keep supporting and y'all keep hitting that like button and that subscribe button. We got a Twitch, we got a YouTube. Follow us on all social media platforms: Twitter, YouTube. We're gonna make a Facebook. We got an Instagram. Follow us on that. Look, we doing our thing. But for the first topic today, we're gonna address the street clothes title that Charles Barkley gave Anthony Davis. I don't really think it's him who deserves that label. But we're gonna get into that. It's between him and Kawhi Leonard. Who is really street clothes? You know what I'm saying? Who you think is really street clothes, Eddie?
I gotta go Kawhi Leonard, bro. Like I definitely agree with what you said. Like I said in the other video, in the whole breaking down the Clippers thing with Kawhi, he's missed about like I think 100-something games in the last 3 years. Like that's if that's not street clothes, I don't know what it is. AD is out from actual injuries. I know he wants to play because he actually has a shot at winning, and
Right.
he has a better shot at winning, and he actually won already. So he won with that team already. Not saying Kawhi has never won because obviously he won 2019, but he's won with the same team he has now, so he has a chance. And then we see now he's playing out of his mind, averaging 30 and such and such in the past 3-4 games. And Kawhi's not even on the court anymore. He played a few games off the bench. He decided not to play anymore. He grew bored of the game. Like what's up with this guy, bro? Is he bored of is he bored of basketball now? Doesn't satisfy him no more? Is the pay not large enough? What is it, bro? This man getting paid $40 million a year. He's in a goddamn one of the best rosters in the damn league. I think he has amongst the best roster in the league. You got Reggie Jackson, Paul George, all these other guys, bro. They gave Kawhi whatever he wanted. They about to give this man a new stadium. They get a new stadium, LA. They don't even got to play with the Lakers no more, bro. Like I don't know what satisfies Kawhi Leonard. What satisfies Kawhi Leonard? He left when he won a championship in Toronto. He didn't want to wait, and they made the trade. I'm sorry, he filed for the trade. So, like, I generally don't know. I can't figure Kawhi Leonard out. I really think he's a robot. It's something, bro. He ain't got no emotion. Really, we know that already. But it's something with this guy, and it's not a Kawhi roast session, but it's just Kawhi's just so confusing, bro. I think he's the real street clothes. And I'm not taking anything away from Kawhi. That man is a hooper, but people pick on AD when he actually gets hurt. He actually takes some pain. Sometimes, he does sit down on the floor for a little too long with his weak eye. We be seeing that, but for the most part, the end.
Yes, sir. No, I had to do it, man. Okay.
For the most part, man, his injuries be real, and even when they're not, he's hooping. He's giving his all
injuries are real. He ain't out there faking it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah. But I'm saying
he be over exaggerating a little bit. But
yeah. But yeah, that's probably all I got to say about it, because I think most of us in the world should agree with the fact that Kawhi Leonard is the real street clothes.
Facts.
And I think people are starting to like open their eyes and see it now if they haven't seen it before.
I think Charles needs to start giving him that heat for being street clothes. Look, Kawhi Leonard don't have the love for the game no more. I don't see it.
No.
It seems like in any little way he can get out the game not to play, he'll do it. Even if it's a minor injury, even if it's an injury that wouldn't call for him to be off the court. I feel like Kawhi Leonard, he goes to extreme lengths not to be on the court, in my opinion. And his ego has grown greatly over the years. You know what I'm saying? From what we were hearing from the Spurs, a lot of people took his side on why he left the Spurs. But now you start to see him now, and it's like his energy, you're starting to see what he wasn't showing, what we weren't seeing. He has this diva mentality, you know what I'm saying? And it's real crazy to me. But I really think that he's the real street clothes because, you know, a lot of his injuries. It just seems like he finds any way to get off the court, bro. You know, I'm not saying he's faking injuries and nothing like that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I will say is when AD is injured, he is off the court. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now he's playing through injuries. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that. You know, he's playing through injuries. And right now he's the best player on the court for the Los Angeles Lakers. Even better than LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Right now. He's doing his thing. And, you know, who knows? We don't know how long he'll hold up, but he's holding up. You know what I'm saying? I got to give him respect on that. I don't think he should be called street clothes. It's not like
You got this shit up
no,
here,
no,
man.
no. It's not like he doesn't have the love for the game. You know, he's eager to get back out there, eager to prove himself. So I got to give Anthony Davis more respect. You know, Anthony Davis is not street clothes. It's Kawhi Leonard who is street clothes. You know, he needs to get out there. He needs to have that love for the game like we seen when he did that, when he was the man and he went to Toronto and won the championship, you know? This whole load management thing, I don't know what it is with Kawhi, but bro, you're street clothes, bro. I'm gonna call you that. And I think people need to give you heat for that, bro, until proven otherwise. I don't think he's going to play more than 40 games this season, to be honest. When's the last time he played 60 games? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
man.
he's cheating the game. Like Ticket TV said, shout out to Ticket TV. He's cheating the game, man. He playing 40, 30 games and then, trying to make a championship run. You know what I'm saying? And then also he's worried about not getting injured so much last year doing all this load management. You end up tearing your ACL, so you did all that for nothing. You know?
Yeah, speaking of that, so 2021 was a shortened season. I think he played about 50, if I'm not mistaken. I know obviously he missed the whole 2022 season. He missed we went over that too. He missed the shot at them winning a championship that year, It's like, come on, bro. Like, and he doesn't get no blame, bro. I never really heard anyone blame Kawhi Leonard for any of his team's mistakes or losses or anything. He just generally doesn't get blamed. And what I do hate is that someone like PG, who's been tarnished almost all his career, he's in there. He's gonna take the blame. He's gonna, because he's already
he accepted being the second fiddle to Kawhi Leonard.
He accepted it. He and it's not like, some players accepted in silence. He physically came out and said, I'm the second option. He came out and said that. Like, he actually said, I'm the second option on the court. So it's not like it's nothing like
that's a man with no ego, clearly, bro. Clearly.
So the last time Kawhi did play 60 games was 2019. 60 on the dot. 60 on the dot.
Wow, okay. All right. That was in Toronto, or that was
Toronto. And he played 57 in 2020 and then 52 in 2021. So
it's not that bad as it may seem in real time. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just like we haven't seen him play basketball consistently in like 11 months, bro.
Yeah. But I don't see this guy like you said, playing 40 games, bro. Basketball Reference don't even have an actual injury for this man to be out. It doesn't even say anything. Usually it would say an injury, but it doesn't even say anything. So I'm kind of getting a little frustrated on this topic. So let's just move on from this.
Let's move on.
We got the truth about Ja Morant as our next topic, man. What you think about Ja Morant? You think he's overrated? Is he underrated? What is the truth about him? What do you generally think about Ja Morant?
Look, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Ja Morant, his game will not age well. If he doesn't, what can I say? His game will not age well. We know the history of athletic players and a lot of players who rely on athleticism to be dominant. He is one of those players who relies on athleticism greatly, bro. He reminds me a lot of D Rose in that sense, bro. He relies a lot on athleticism. I think he needs to adopt. I think he needs to start leaning towards scoring the basketball at a more, what could I say? More like, I don't want to say more like Luka, but, taking more jumpers, you know what I'm saying? Using less violence, because he plays very violent, like Stephen A. says. He plays very violent. I think, the injuries speak for itself. He's not a player that is shying away from injuries or is very durable. I wouldn't consider him not durable, but, he's young. So at this point, it may not be hindering him more so than it will in the latter half of his career. I think Ja Morant is a great player. I think that Memphis team needs him, especially as the closer. I think he's the closer for the team. A lot of people like to say last year his team was better without him, but I think they still would have needed him to be that closer for the team in certain aspects of the game. You know, although
Ja Morant is
they were just a good team, but they needed him to close for them in certain situations. He was needed. It's, you know, of course, you know, there's a hype train behind him. You know, I get all that. Even people saying that he was better than Luka Doncic, without I don't think there's ever a point in time he was better
Steph
than Luka
Curry as
Doncic.
well. They saying he was the best point guard in the league at one point last year.
And I think that's just blasphemy. You know, can he be the best point guard in the league one day? Absolutely. But yeah, but I just think at this point, I think he's young and he's utilizing his gifts at this young age. I just think, you know, I think his game eventually will mature. I hope so. I hope so that it will mature where he doesn't have to rely so much on athleticism, because he's one of the only guard amongst many big men to average the most points in the paint.
Yeah.
He's amongst big men, and he's a
of
little
high
dude.
efficiency as well.
Exactly. You know, that's impressive, but at the same token, he's taking a lot of unnecessary contact, and it just makes the chances of him getting injured higher. You know, that's really all I gotta say about him. He's a great player, though. He has a lot of potential.
We got Kev in the chat saying Kev's talking about going back to the Kawhi situation real quick. He said I'm mad over 2019 still. He said Curry choked. He said you're chatting Ja is the modern day Allen Iverson, and he's low key better than Luka Doncic and more flashy. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I made a video comparing to Allen Iverson. I feel like he was more comparable to Allen Iverson because of the way they look, they physical dimension and stuff like that. But I think he has more of a D Rose athleticism. And then we also got my guy IB in the chat. IB, salute, big bro. We just comment for me.
I don't see him.
Oh, you don't see it? Oh, okay, hold on. IB
okay,
says D Rose and Russell Westbrook, pure athleticism with a touch of skill. Yeah, I definitely see that. I definitely see that.
That's respect, because the handle's a big difference. And Ja does do this. What I'm about to say, he does this and keeps this up for a little bit of the year, but he doesn't keep it up for the remainder of the year, and that's shoot the three ball really well. He started last year, I think, the first 20 games shooting around 40. I think a good 37 to 40 from three. He's currently shooting 39 from three right now, 14 games in. So if he can keep this up, this will show life that he will still be a very good player for years and years to come. I don't think he's overrated. But if I had to choose between underrated and overrated, I probably would pick overrated. They did throw him in the top 10 last season, which I didn't respect, really. They put him over Jimmy Butler, who had a phenomenal playoff run. And I think
that's a playoff run, though. It probably meant the regular season when they made that list. And I don't think it's crazy to say he was top 10 last year. I really don't.
Right now, he's currently averaging 29.
It was a lot of people injured. You got to think, like, it was a lot of people injured last year. So he, you know.
Right now, he's currently averaging 29, 7, and 6, or 46, 39, and 79. So he has career highs in free throw percentage, points per game right now, and 3-point percentage. So Ja Morant is, like I said, he's very promising. You know, I don't think he's gonna fail anytime soon. I think he knows what he's doing. He talks a lot of crap in his game. He's very clutch. I got him as one of the clutchest players in the league. I seen what he did to my Warriors last year. He knows how to pick them apart, and I feel like he knows how to pick any team apart in the NBA. So Ja Morant is a dangerous player, one of the most dangerous in the league. So people just gotta watch out for him. That's all really I'm gonna say. I don't think at all he's showing any signs of failing at all. So yeah, he did tell Chuck get off his knees. That's a fact. Chuck should have got off his knees. He was saying some stuff that he shouldn't have said, but anyone else?
Nah, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I say.
Next up, we got the greatest players to never ever win a championship, man. The 5 greatest players. I want 5.
You want me to go? All right. You want me to go first?
Shit, I don't care. You can go.
I bet. Look, because I had to get, because I did my homework on this. You know what I'm saying? Look, Charles Barkley is number 1. And, we all know the elephant in the room. I'm not going to say who the general consensus is as the number 1, because, he's a piece of, what. But we're not going to say him because by far they think he's, the greatest player to never win a championship. But he ain't on this list for various reasons. We got Charles Barkley as number 1. Sir Charles, what are you talking about? Charles Barkley, 11-time All NBA, 11-time All-Star, MVP of the league. Bro, Charles Barkley was a monster. He doesn't get enough credit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a top 20, top 25 player in the NBA. of all time. You know what I'm saying? He deserves respect. I don't like how Shaq be coming at him neither. Saying he ain't got a chip or whatever. Then Charles like to make excuses, and he did have kind of a fringe super team. They may be a little older, but they were great players on one
He's
team.
had some help in his career, even in Phoenix.
Right.
A lot of people don't.
Right, and then at number 2, I got John Stockton. That goes without saying, one of the premier point guards of all time. NBA all-time. He's the all-time assist leader, the all-time steals leader, 11-time All-NBA, 10-time All-Star, and 5-time All-Defense. How could he not? You know what I'm saying? How could he not? I gotta put John Stockton number 2. Number 3, we got Allen Iverson. Personal favorite of mine. You already know. MVP of the league. Cultural icon. Gotta throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? 7-time All-NBA, 4-time scoring champion, 3-time steal champ, and took his team to the finals. Offensively carried them. They were a great defensive team. I know you like to hate. They were a great defensive team, though. You know what I'm saying? But offensively,
Sixth man of the year on that team too.
I think Allen Iverson carried them offensively for sure. There's no way they would have won one game against the Lakers without AI. You know what I'm saying? Then at number 4, number 4, this may be a little controversial, but Eddie thinks I should put Chris Paul behind Steve Nash, but I got Chris Paul at number 4. Chris Paul, 12-time All-Star, you know what I'm saying? 6-time steals leader, you know what I'm saying? 4-time All-Defense. And when he goes to your team, this is the general consensus that Chris Paul makes your team better. You know what I'm saying? And, he may have had his little, choke ups or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He fell off or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Chris Paul makes your team better when he goes there. He's been to the finals as well. You know what I'm saying? So I got to put him over Steve Nash, who is at number 5. You know what I'm saying? Steve Nash, 2 controversial MVP wins. You know what I'm saying? One of them I think he was deserving of, but another one, that's another story. 4-time all-time, 4th and all-time in assists, 7-time All-NBA, 8-time All-Star. I got to put Steve Nash at number 5. There's no way I can't keep Steve Nash out of my top 5. It's a lot more honorable mention. I got to put respect on them as well, even though they're not in the top 5. But look, this is just how my list is looking. But go ahead.
I'm looking at the comments right now, and Kev is having a blast. He said, if Vince Carter's not on this list, I'm going to be mad. He also said AI
that's his own fault why he on there. We all know why he ain't on there.
We know why he's not on there. He said AI is weak. And Chris Paul and the Suns, they were celebrating too early late night beers after going up 2-0. That's a fact.
That's true too.
All right, but to start off my list at number 1, I got Karl Malone, bro. Like I don't like the guy any more than you do, but I'm not about to deny this man respect. This man, he did his job as a basketball player, not as a human being. We all know he's a piece of crap. That's for another day. He's a 2-time MVP, 14-time All-NBA. Number 2 on the all-time scoring list. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron just passed. Number 3 on the all-time scoring list. He's a career 25 and 10 a game, and he has 2 finals appearances. Karl Malone is one of the greatest post players of all time. Karl Anasimo, he definitely is, bro.
Oh man,
King James, back. But yeah, man.
Yo, Kev, we gotta get you on here, man. We gonna get you on here special.
We gonna get you on here, Kev. Next stream.
Sure.
2 finals appearances, like I said. He fell short to the GOAT. Took him to 6. It happened. Two close game 6s. After that, I got Charles Barkley. We could both agree on Charles Barkley being up there. Bash was good, Bash. One-time MVP. Good. He's been to the finals. Again, faced the GOAT, who eventually averaged 40 on his team, which is, I can't really, Charles, bro, you can't do too much about that. 40 points from the GOAT is absurd, man. And, he had 3 straight games giving you 40 or more. So MJ was crazy that series. Charles is a career 22 and 12. He's 11 times All-NBA, like you stated. He's a great player of all time. Just don't got him above Karl Malone. He's right there, though. John Stockton at 3, one of the greatest point guards of all time. Definitely got him in that top 5. I was a little crazy when I heard him put him at 2, but I remembered why. Assist leader all time, steals leader all time, 2 times been in the finals, a career 13 and 11 All-NBA, and 9 times he was the assist champion, bro. Like this man, I think one time he averaged 16 assists to go along with like 15 points one time in the season. Man, that guy, man, he could shed a rock, bro. That's one thing about that man. He could shed a rock. One of the best pick and roll players of all time. But when I bring up the pick and roll, I cannot forget Steve Nash, bro. Gotta bring up Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire in them days. Steve Nash, I don't care what nobody say, one of the greatest point guards of all time. Probably got him in the arguable 5 through 6 range. You know, 2-time MVP, 5-time assist champ, 7-time All NBA, 2-time MVP. Like I said,
Let's do salute, bro. Appreciate it. Go ahead. My
good
bad.
looking. A career 14-9, and he's a career 49, 43, and 90 from the field. You know, 130 career win shares. Steve Nash is very valuable. Number one offense 10 years before. Yeah, he had Mike D'Antoni, but he's been valuable to his team so many times, bro. Steve Nash is one of the GOAT point guards and the GOAT figure for a point guard, meaning the word that defies per point guard. So Steve Nash is definitely up there. And last but not least, I got Chris Paul, 6-time steal champ, 11-time All NBA, 9-time All Defense, 5-time assist champ, a career 18-10, and a Rookie of the Year. Not much to be said. The only reason why I got Chris Paul this low, before the last couple years, I had Chris Paul probably at my 5th best point guard of all time. But, the choke job and, all this stuff going on, him not being aggressive, being that he's supposed to be one of the greatest of all time, but in certain situations, he just isn't as aggressive, and he should take that approach, being that some people call him the clutchest point guard of all time, or one of the clutchest, players in general of all time. And in fact, he is one of the clutchest point guards of all time. But the words that the nicknames that he get, like point guard and this and that, it took him to 37 to get to a finals, and it was, because they had a well put together team. And even though he did lead that team, don't get me wrong, they got squashed. They lost to a guy. He said, that's it. That's my list, man. That's it. Our list is very similar. You're missing one name that I'm not. That's really it. Next up, we got the top 5 defenders of all time.
Look, this
point guard, I give you that. Yeah, go ahead,
Look, this right here, this was a little difficult for us. Yeah, a lot controversial because, like I told Eddie, this is like there's no one clear greatest defender of all time because it's so close between all these players. It's real close. It's a lot of context you got to put. A lot of context that favors other players, and a lot of context that doesn't favor others. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like
hold on, before you start your list, to add on to what you're saying, like, yeah, I feel like my whole 5, I can argue either one of them as the greatest defender of all time. From 1 through 5, my 5, I can argue either one is the greatest defender of all time, in my personal opinion. Maybe not one person. I might be able to argue all, but if not, then I know for a fact I can argue at least 4. But you can go ahead, Eli.
Right, yeah. Like I said, this defensive player of the year, it's not like the GOAT debate where it's far and clear who, is the general consensus who's at the top of that debate. I mean, that category. But look, this right here, at number 1, I got Hakeem Olajuwon, you know what I'm saying, for many different reasons. The defense is many things. Eye test, stats, all of that. I think he fills all those categories. He was a 9-time all defense. Five of those times he was first team all defense. He's the leader in blocks all time by 541 more blocks. He's 4th all time in defensive win shares, and he's a 2-time defensive player of the year. To me, he's the greatest defender of all time. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of other people who could be considered the goal of defending. But in my opinion, I'll pick Hakeem. Number 2, I got Dennis Rodman behind him. He's an 8-time all defense. 7 of those times he was first team. He's a 2-time defensive player of the year. And it goes without saying he's one of the greatest rebounders of all time. Being a power forward, maybe even an undersized power forward. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the most skilled rebounders, and not many people consider rebounding a skill, but the way he rebounded and the way he looked at rebounding, he made it a skill. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Rodman, also, I would like to say, and earlier in his careers where I feel like he was more versatile defensively, he made one first team while he was on the Chicago Bulls. So if people want to make the argument that, Jordan had these otherworldly defenders on his team. Look, Dennis Rodman, one time he was all defense for the Bulls. He played for them three years. You know what I'm saying? When they three-peated, and that second three-peat, excuse me. And I feel like he was a better defender when he was on the Pistons. He was picking a lot of guys up at half court, had a lot more effort on defense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot more versatile, like I said. And then at number 3, we got the Dikembe Mutombo. The Dikembe Mutombo, you know what that means, bro. You know what I'm saying? 6-time all defense. 3 of those times he was first team all defense. He led the league in blocks 3 consecutive years. He's a 4-time defensive player of the year. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't have him ahead of those guys is quite simply because he wasn't better defensively longer than they were, if that makes sense. You know, and then number 4, we got Michael Jordan, 9-time first team all defense, one of, I think, 4 players to have the most defensive first teams in NBA history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Goes without saying, also a defensive player of the year, led the league in steals 6 times. You know what I'm saying? This man was a tryhard on defense. Put respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? He's the GOAT for a reason. Then number 5, we got his running mate, Scottie Pippen, 8-time first team all defense. You know what I'm saying? Very versatile player. A lot of people feel like Scottie Pippen was better defensively than Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a debate for another day, but Scottie Pippen definitely belongs in the category with these guys. Definitely. That's my top 5 all-time defense.
All right, so for my top 5, I got a little into more depth. I dove into more stats and wrote down a lot of stuff. So, you know, at number 1, I got Michael Jordan as the greatest defender of all time, simply because he was shifting around all over the court, from a span from 84 to 95, which is 11 years, he averaged 2 steals and 1 block through those years. For his career, he's 2 steals and 1 block. And from 84 to 95, he averaged 3 steals and 1 block through those 11 years. 2 years in a row, he averaged 3 steals and 2 blocks, so making him the only guard to ever achieve that feat, and almost the only player in history to achieve that feat. Only him and Hakeem. He's the only player in history to have multiple 200 steal and 100 block seasons. There's only been, ladies and gentlemen, 4 recorded seasons of 200 steals and 100 blocks. The other 2 were Hakeem and Scottie Pippen. You know, he had 103 defensive rating through those 11 years. He had 64 defensive win shares, a 2-times leader in defensive block plus minus, meaning he was one of the more contributed defenders to the Bulls championships during their runs. 9-time all defense, like he said, 3-time steal champ, like he said. Defensive player of the year, could never forget that year. He averaged 3 steals and 2 blocks. Like I said, those were one of the years. So that's why I got him up there, because he was able to shift around at 6'6", block, and getting 2 blocks a game in a big predominant era is pretty impressive to me, in my opinion. 2 blocks a game, where in a big man ran era, I can appreciate that. That's why I have him up there. And moving on to my 2, I got Hakeem. Now, it was this is kind of a 1B. I wouldn't even say a 2. I really do got Hakeem right there, or just as right on his neck, if anything. He's the block leader, like Eli said, a 3-time block champion, 9-0 defense, 2-time defensive player of the year, one of 3 players, like I said, to have 200 steals and 100 blocks in a single season, which is very impressive for Hakeem, because he is a 7-footer. Getting 200 steals. That is very impressive. He's also the only player in NBA history to have 200 steals and 200 blocks in one season. No one has ever came close to that feat. And he did it with almost 200 steals and 300 blocks. So Hakeem was, all right, phenomenal. And to add more into that, he's a career 3 blocks and 2 steals, man. And from 84 to 94, he averaged 4 blocks and 2 steals, man. 4 blocks and 2 steals he was getting you, man. This guy was like so valuable on defense. He also had 1 year, which is the only year in NBA history to ever put up 5 blocks per game. This guy was putting up 5 blocks per game at one point, man. It's like he was setting everything at one point. It's really absurd. I don't even know what more to say about this. He 4 times leader in defensive win shares. Yeah, he has a career 94.5 defensive win shares, and he's a career 98 defensive rating, man. This guy is, amazing. Moving on from that, at the 3 spot, I got Tim Duncan. It's hard to, not include Tim Duncan in that list. And when I didn't hear Tim Duncan in your list, I kind of felt a little offended. And I know it's your opinion, but it's like Tim Duncan is like, bruh, he was amongst one of the most valuable defenders in history, if not the most valuable defender. And I really don't get mad when certain people bring it up, but I do understand why he doesn't make some lists, because he doesn't have a defensive player of the year. But to, just to dive into certain things, from 98 to 08, he averaged 1 steal and 3 blocks. 3 times he had 200 blocks in a season. 5-time defensive win share leader. He's the current defensive win share leader for a career, with 106.3. He has a 1-time leader of defensive box plus minus. And the crazy thing is that this came at age 40. So at age 40, he was the most valuable player on defense on the court for the Spurs, with Kawhi Leonard on that team and such and such, and all those defenders on that team. He has 67 defensive win shares between 98 and 08. In a 10-year span. He got 67, which is more than MJ's career, man. And MJ played 15 years in the NBA, and just in 10 years, Tim Duncan got 67. KG owned Duncan on some one-on-one shit. We could disagree. We could agree to disagree on that. We could save that for another day, or even after this topic. 5 times Tim Duncan led his Spurs to the #1 defense, which is very valuable to me. I take a lot of value in that. And at 4, I have Draymond Green, 7-time All-NBA defense, still champ, defensive player of the year from 2013 to 2022. He averaged 2 steals and a block. 2 times he had 100 steals and 100 blocks. 102 defensive rating for his career. 2 times he led the league in defensive box plus minus, which in 2022 he led with 4.6, which is very, very great. 3.0 career defensive box plus minus and 35.7 defensive win shares for his career. Draymond Green, the reason why I got him up here at 4 and not Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman is because he can guard, 1 through 5, unlike those other guys. And maybe you can stuff Scottie at 1 through 5, but I don't know if I'm going to see Scottie Pippen guarding Joel Embiid. I don't know if he could take on that task. But the main reason why I got him up here is that Draymond Green was able to figure out Kevin Durant, man. Something that Kobe Bryant said he couldn't even do. And Draymond Green figured him out. And every time they match up, we know how that go, Eli. We know how it go.
Right.
But at the number 5 spot, I feel like one of the most underrated defenders of all time, I got Ben Wallace. 4 times he won Defensive Player of the Year. He's the shortest player to ever average 4 blocks in a season, 1.4 steals and 2.4 blocks for his career. He's a block champion, 6-time all defense. 3 times he had 200 blocks. He's a 4-time defensive win share leader. And between 97 to 07, he had 58.5 defensive win shares, a career 3 defensive box plus minus, and there's a career 93 defensive rating, man. This guy, a lot of value Ben Wallace brings to the table. He was only 6'7", so making
Draymond
up.
favorite player.
You said what?
Draymond favorite player.
Draymond favorite player. They would have went at it. They would have fought all day.
You would have knocked Draymond out, bro.
Ain't no fight. He would have knocked him out.
Fight. He saw a fight.
Out. But ending on that, not fully ending on that, but just to continue on that. Ben Wallace was very valuable. At 6'7", playing against Tim Duncan, 6'11". All these guys he had to play against. Hakeem even at the time, because he did get drafted around 93. So, Ben Wallace, man, a lot of stuff. A lot of defenders he had to go against. Offensive centers he had to go against. A lot of things, man. So shout out Ben Wallace. He definitely in the top 5 in my opinion. And yeah, man.
Man, look at this, man. What we got next?
I thought we could look to the chat maybe for something new. We ain't never do that before, so why not? Since this is our first stream, special occasion.
Let's see what they're talking about. Well, I would like to talk about how, how the Celtics doing, without their best player. I'm not their best player, without their best interior force, I would say. You know what I'm saying? You don't think they going back to the finals. You think the Cavs going to the finals for some reason.
Man.
Okay,
we talked about the whole Cavs situation, so let's not get back on the Cavs situation. So
all right.
I'm gonna stand on
what about the season?
Cavs coming out east, Golden State coming out west. I still stand on what I'm saying.
You said
but that's a different day. You heard what I said. But
wait, you said
Celtics. You heard what I said. Golden State coming out the West, Cavs coming out the East.
Bro, Golden State is not coming out the West, bro.
They're 3 games behind the first seed, bro. Let's not get into that, bro.
Bro, we're gonna get into it because they're not coming out the West, bro.
Okay,
Get
keep
off
that
that,
same
bro.
energy. You said that last year, bro. You said that last year.
I said they wasn't getting out the West.
Last year, you said they weren't going to the finals last year, bro. When I said they win the championship, you laughed.
Bro, I made multiple videos saying that the Warriors is coming back before this whole. I can pull receipts.
You didn't say they were going to win.
Mine, you'll see the receipts, bro.
Okay, but you did not say they were going to win.
Bro, I didn't say they was going to win, but they're in the finals, bro. Come on, bro.
No, you didn't. You said they were a WCF team. That's what you said. We've had those talks.
Yeah, I think I did say that. I said that.
You said,
but look,
yeah,
bro,
I watched the video.
But look, bro, it's not like look, last year they was way better than what they starting off right now. It has been no team to start off like this to go and win a championship, bro.
No, I think there's no team to start off on the road like that, I believe.
Bro, either way, there's been no team to do that and win a championship, bro.
I mean, there's been no team to win 20 games 2 seasons before and, win the championship in the next 2 seasons. So, it's a lot of never ifs.
Bro, that's completely different, bro. Why come on, man.
But the reason why I'm bringing
that's true, Q. I did have the Suns coming, but they didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they matched up with the Warriors, they probably could beat them. Just like I feel like if LA didn't blow just like I feel like just like I feel like if the Clippers didn't blow the 3-1 of the Nuggets, they still could beat the Lakers. It's all about matchups, baby. Just like in boxing, styles make fights. Facts.
The main reason I'm putting up, the Warriors again, because Steph Curry playing his best basketball. He didn't play his best basketball last year, and look what happened. He played one of his worst, actually his worst in his prime. He played his worst basketball in his prime last year, and they won a championship, regular season wise. So, but yeah, going back to the Cavs situation. Sorry, but going back to the Cavs situation. And the Celtics, the Celtics are looking impressive. I won't sit here and lie, but let's not sit here and act like Robert Williams is their only defensive presence, bro. Let's not sit here and do that.
I did not say that. I say he's the
No,
listen, bro.
I heard what you said, bro. I'm saying they're not his only he's not the only defensive presence that you saying their interior force. They got a lot
I said his best interior force. That's what
I'm saying. There's a lot of interior forces on there. You got Al Horford, Grant Williams, you got a lot of things on there. There might not be the best like you said, but they still a good one of the best defensive teams without him, with or without him. So it's like
that's bro. With him, they're gonna be better. With him, they're gonna be better. With him, they're gonna be defensively for them, he was crucial, bro. I don't know where it was in the finals.
It was there in the finals. It was there.
I mean, I guess, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could have dominated a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It was the perimeter. It was the perimeter.
Yeah, it was the perimeter. That's a fact. But like I said, bro, it's between the Sucks and I said the Sucks. What the hell is that? It's between the Celtics and the Bucks.
Yeah.
It's between the Celtics and the Bucks to go to the finals, bro. You can talk about the Cavs, and I'm not going to say that they're not a threat because they got a lot of bodies.
Hold on. Wiggins ain't inconsistent, bro. Wiggins been hooping. You could say Paul because I was saying that, and Clay for sure because I ain't believing Clay coming back. I feel like Clay is gonna go on a streak right now though. I said it. He's gonna go on his streak. But yeah, go ahead, Eli.
Yeah. But like I said, the Celtics and the Bucks going to the finals, bro. It's clear cut to me. The Cavs don't got experience, bro. It's important. They got a threat. They got a lot of bodies to throw at Giannis, stuff like that.
Wait, what experience the Celtics got?
You said what?
When you say experience, you mean championship or just going to the finals?
Bro, they got a lot of experience, bro. You got to think about not just the last playoff run. They were tested last year a lot. They faced KD, Giannis. Even though he's by himself, they faced a pretty good Miami Heat team that was good defensively, not really offensively. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about the years prior to that. They went up against LeBron James. They've been in the conference finals numerous times. That's experience to me, especially between their two top players. Marcus Smart was there for all of that. I look at it like that. That's experience to me. And then Al Horford, he's probably, the guy in the locker room that's, the guy that's in people's ear, the locker room leader, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He got experience as well. I'm looking at it like that.
He definitely does.
Was good, bro. Salute. Long time. But yeah, I look at it like that. That's why I say the Celtics got more experience. The Bucks got experience for sure. They want a chip. You know, Giannis, the best player in the world, doing his thing. You know, so who the best? Now that's another. Who the best player in the world? Then you roll your eyes at it.
Right now, as we speak, what's the difference? What are you asking me?
I've asked you who's the best player in the world. It don't matter. However you looking at it.
I got going into this season and still currently, I still have Jokic, but as of right now, as of today, it's between Steph Curry and Luka Doncic still. I don't even have Giannis over Kevin Durant right now. He's just not simply playing better than Kevin Durant. On a personal note, he's not. He's not. Come on, bro. He's not playing better than him right now. He's not.
Bro.
More points, more assists.
Bro, Kevin Durant team, are they even over 500, my nigga?
I said a better person.
Are they even over 500, bro?
Well, I mean, it
what
seems
is
like
plus minus on the court, bro?
It seems like the Bucks are pretty good without Giannis. Damn near. Yeah.
It seems like that's what you said. It seems like the Nets are trash with and without KD. Bro, his impact is nowhere. So stop the cap, man.
Who's his second best player, bro? Joe Harris.
Joe's second best player is Kyrie Irving, bro.
Yeah,
he's back.
We know
he's back.
He just got back.
You missed it? You missed it, huh?
He just got back.
The game. Jimmy Buckets, man. Jimmy Butler, man. He cool. He cool. Mr. Clutch. The best player. Mr. Clutch. Don't do that. We can expose him for his last little. I'm not gonna do that to him though, because he had a pretty good series against the Celtics. Excuse me, but he missed that shot. I don't want to say Mr. Clutch.
Trae Young, he's shooting poorly from the field right now. But the thing about the Hawks, they're 4th seed right now, and if he gets it going, bro, it's gonna look scary, real scary. The Celtics nor the Bucks might even make it to the Western Conference. That's how scary it's looking because, boy, them boys 4th seed and Trae Young ain't playing how Trae Young was playing last year. So, you know, he got to keep his head up, bro. Trae Young is a top 3 PG. Well, he was a top 3 PG till that atrocious performance in the first round last year. That just moved him back for Ja Morant. But I feel like he gonna make his comeback. But yeah.
Bro, look, you gotta stop the cap with the Warriors. You feel me? You gotta stop the cap with this Luka. Okay, I could get you saying Luka the best player in the world. Bro, Steph is not the best player in the world right now.
Stop it.
It's between and damn sure you talking about some KD, bro. Bro, I don't want to heat this man, bro.
I didn't put no. I said KD is playing better than Giannis, bro. Don't make me flame you, bro. It's too much. It's too much things, bro. It's too much things. Steph averaging more points per game than Giannis, more assists. He's shooting almost the same.
Man, look, read that right there. What you think of that?
Oh man, bro, this man said shot. This man said shot.
Hey, JB, I don't know about that, big bro. I don't know about that.
Jason Tatum as a best player, you know, option is respectable. Man said shy though, bro. Oh,
I mean, you know, Ryan in the chat did say that Shy is doing all this miraculous.
He is. Shy is playing real good.
I ain't a real PG if you don't have. You ain't a real PG if you don't have a 7 assists.
That's false. That's false because you, as a point guard, you're not looking for the stat line, the assists. You're looking for your team to score. You're looking to improve the offense in every aspect. So I wouldn't generally say that. But in that case, I think the top 3 point guards, they all average a good 7 assists. Steph is a career 7. He's averaging 7 right now. Luka Doncic is averaging 9. Trae Young, Ja Morant is averaging 7 as well. So, you know. But going back to that, Steph Curry's the leader in field goals made.
Here he go. Here go to Steph, man. Here he go. Here he go.
He's not even top 5. He's not even top 5 in field goals attempted. First in points. He's 3rd in PER. He's first in offensive win shares, tied first in win shares, first in offensive box plus minus, and tied first in value over replacement.
Yeah, you got to speak in English for them. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna understand that.
Okay, so value over replacement. What is it again? I don't know why I called it brain fart.
You said value of replacement?
Yeah,
It's
value of replacement.
value of replacement is like how better are you doing? How better are you more so than your
Oh yeah,
your
average teammate.
the
Average
person
teammate.
coming off the bench behind you
Yeah.
at your position.
Yeah. Then you got, so that would be probably Jordan Poole. So then all box plus minus, you know, his effect on the court is something similar to win shares. Instead of it being calculated as per wins, it's calculated in a points manner. So he's also second.
Hey, JB calling you out.
Minus.
Hey JB, we're gonna get you on the show one day too as a special guest. I gotta get your number and stuff like that. We're gonna get you on the show too. We're gonna have various different guests. You know what I'm saying? He calling you out though. Look.
Steph is out there doing as much as he can out there. What do you want? Like, I don't understand. What more do you want? He dropped 50 and they lost. He had a 40-point game and they still lost. There's not really much for him to do. It took him to drop 33 and 15 for them to win, and they won by 6 points. Steph he's a career 7 assists. How is he not averaging? Let's go look at it.
They on your ass, boy.
He averaged 9 assists one season.
Steph ain't got 5 seasons with 7 assists.
Plus minus is a horrible stat. Okay. I didn't bring. I brought a box plus minus, and I said after. So. Okay, his years averaging 7 assists, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Okay, so he has about 6. And then this year, 2020. Oh no, I don't know. 2020. So, but he's the current leader for hockey assists. So Steph doesn't always look out to get the assist. And I think people notice that he doesn't care for the stat board. He literally sits most of the fourth quarter out. There's time, even when he's losing, he sits the fourth quarter out. And I think we all know that. He doesn't look to chase for assists. And his teammates said it himself. Steph is just looking for the win. They say that all the time.
Wait. Steph still top. I thought you say not. I was about to say JB. Come on now, man. Yeah, he definitely top. I think he top 3. Top 5, top 3. Yeah. Steph doing his thing though, bro. But that team right there, I just don't see how they, that as much as people don't want to admit it, that punch, bro, like that fractured a system, bro. To me, like relationships. I think the kind of relationship him and Jordan Poole had is where as though like they need to be friends for them to play well on the court together, because it's looking like that. You don't see Draymond being outspoken like he usually is, telling his guys where they need to be on the court. I don't see that, bro. I see a different Draymond from what I'm looking at.
I feel Draymond isn't playing bad, but the tension in the air is definitely. So wait, my thing is, so you debunked the fact that I brought up stats, but you can only bring up winning, which doesn't make any sense to me. How can you bring up the fact that they're winning, but I can't bring up the stats in the air? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh man, might have to drop that link.
Because even from the physical gameplay, Steph Curry is, as a personal player, which I didn't say, as a personal player. Because, oh man, yo, and one thing is that, yo, y'all would do this and say LeBron James was the best player in 2018 when James Harden won 60 games. But when it say win it, come on, bro, don't do that. Don't do that. You want to say winning is this and that. James Harden won 60 games, and I'm not saying you. Because I don't know you, obviously. I'm not saying you said LeBron James was, but I could probably bet that you probably said LeBron James was the best player in 2018. And if you don't want to bring up the stats, but you want to say winning. Okay, skills. Giannis or Jason Tatum is nowhere near as skilled as Steph Curry.
Nowhere near is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
for Giannis, you can say, but Jason Tatum got some skill on him now. And
but he's not near him.
He got better footwork than Curry for sure.
That's not even something you can say. Not yet,
bro. He has better foot, bro. This is come on, man. This man is come on, bro. He's a protege of Kobe Bryant. He got feet work. I
Bro,
said
he's a
people with footwork.
wannabe. He's a wannabe. That's what he is.
No, he's a
He's
protege.
wannabe.
He's not
no,
a.
he's a wannabe. I don't want to hear it. I don't
How
want to
you
hear it.
how you gonna be a wannabe protege? No, he's trained with Kobe. That makes
The
you a
wannabe.
protege,
He's a wannabe. And Steph trained with Kobe too.
bro. But he's not a protege of Kobe. He doesn't aspire to be like Kobe Bryant.
So I'm never mind. I didn't get to train with
Saying,
Kobe.
bro.
It still doesn't matter. He's not near. I mean, what
He's not more skilled than him, no, but I'm nowhere near as crazy though.
from a skill set level, where did Jason Tatum do better than Stephen Curry? Besides, okay, if you want to say footwork, okay, but besides that, what does he do better?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to say dunk the ball, I guess.
No. I mean, Curry, like I said, he's more skilled than them, but I'm not saying by far. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not because Curry. He it's more that he does better. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like it's by far to me from the odds I'm looking at. Really,
listen. All I'm saying is he definitely in that run for the best player. I still probably have Luka there, but Steph still is in that run because, like I said, you can't bring up the winning factor and then say LeBron was the best player for these years and that when LeBron haven't been first seed since 2013. So I generally don't want to hear it, especially when I know people were saying LeBron James is the best player in 2015.
Wait, you say he haven't been the first seed since
2013? Oh, in LA. Besides LA, in the East, I meant in the East, he hasn't been the first seed in the East since 2013. 2014.
He wasn't the first he was never the first seed on the Cavs.
Nah, it was the Hawks. I think two years because they did win 60 one year. Don't forget them boys in Toronto.
2017 was definitely the first seed, bro.
They might have been. Let's see.
Me and Tatum from the show. Me state, but he ain't more skilled than Curry. Nah, he not. Tatum top 3 skilled in the league. Yeah, JB a Jason Tatum fan. Yeah, I'm a Jason Tatum fan too. I ain't gonna lie.
Tatum is not. Oh my lord, bro.
Hey, look, that's that man's opinion, man. Hey, we gonna get him on the show one day. You know, he gonna get.
Because you already 2 slots is already filled up with Steph and Kyrie. Then you gotta put KD because he's arguably the most skilled of all time as well. So you gotta put those 3. And
hey, if you want to talk about it, Kyrie more skilled than all of them.
That's an arguable opinion.
See, you on that Curry shit, man. Oh, Curry more skilled than Kyrie. You need to stop drinking that sauce.
So you can say that's his opinion, but I can't have you're gonna tell me I'm
facts.
Oh man,
facts.
That don't even make sense, bro.
Yes, sir. Bro, I don't know.
The Celtics were the first seed that year. That was the IT year.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even know. I didn't even think of that, bro.
In 2016, the Hawks won 60.
Kyrie, KD, Tatum.
Oh lord.
I don't know about that, JB. I agree with Kyrie and KD, but I gotta put Curry in there, bro.
And I'm not taking Tatum more skilled than James Harden. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. You know me. They Tatum more skilled than him, bro. KD skills, gifted, yes. Yeah, I'm taking Jason Tatum skills over James Harden. Dribble, you know. And Euro step back. It's about the 3 moves this nigga do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I want to throw 80 in. I want to throw 80 in that conversation as well. But I don't know.
I guess, bro.
I don't know.
Defensively, he definitely skilled the shit, but offensively,
come on, bro. That man, you want to talk about footwork, bro? A protege of Kobe? Come on, bro.
Wait. You trying to call AD a protege of Kobe, bro?
He is. He worked out with Kobe. He literally first off, he has his own shoe with Kobe. The Kobe AD, that's one. And he was working out years with Kobe, bro. Years with Kobe.
Bro, just because I don't see it, that don't mean it's not there. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Save your breath with AD. Ah, man. Don't make me pull up the picture. We ain't gonna heat him though, cause he hooping. I respect it. You know, AD one of the most talented in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? He doing better than LeBron. Can't believe LeBron is playing with
Anthony Davis is the only player in the last 3 years to average 20 points, a double-double with 2 blocks. He's the only player. No one did it in 2020. No one did it in 2021, and no one is doing it right now. And AD is the only person doing it right now. Not a double-double, a 20-point double-double. Let me make sure I say this right.
All right, look, let's see what JB saying, because he not stopping with you, bro. Tatum got every pivot in the bag, plus he can play on the block, in the mid post, can shoot and handle the rock. That's skill. What you
Bro,
think about
Jason
the edges?
Tatum is not an efficient rock handler, bro. He does his little 1-2. You want to talk about James Harden spamming the same dribbles. Jason Tatum does a 1-2, a tween crossover, then sidestep all day. That's all he does, bro. Literally, they make fun of this man for doing that move all day on TikTok and all social media, bro. They make fun of him all
Oh,
day.
for real, yo, never send me that. You gotta send me that. I gotta see that.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you. They be
You gotta
like
send me a couple of those.
Jason Tatum be like all day. You could probably search that up on TikTok.
Wow, hating, bro. I gotta see that. Yeah, I gotta see that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They hating, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He do got more. You feel me? You like, bro? He do take it to the mid range and all that. Gonna lie. He a 3-level scorer, bro.
He is a 3-level scorer.
But Curry not no 3-level scorer. But you gonna say, oh yeah, but he shoot good from the range. I know
How
that's
is he
what you
not?
gonna say.
How is he not a 3-level scorer?
Bro, he doesn't take mid ranges at a higher rate than Jason Tatum, bro.
I mean, we could
Take a bunch
go
of
check.
threes, bro.
Let's go check that out.
They guards, bro. He a forward. He doesn't need to dribble the air out the ball. That's fact too. He do that sometimes though. And he turned the ball over at a historic.
That's another thing that boosts down the skill level. Turning the ball over. That's another thing that boosts down your skill level.
100 turnovers.
You turn the ball over more than a guard. Look, that just backfired on you. A forward turns the ball more over than a guard, bro. That just backfired on you.
He was doing that a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Only player to ever have not even a guard did it, bro. 100 turnovers in a playoff run. A guard didn't even do it.
And most of those turnovers was in crunch time, fourth quarter, cost them series, bro, to me. And the reason why some of them series were so close. So many turnovers.
Man, he's not top 3. You got to cut that out, bro. Not top 3 skill. He a Jason Tatum fan, I see.
Man, JT, man. Hey, something about JT, man. He got the game, man. He got the talent.
So what's classified as the mid range? What is that? 3 to 16?
Oh, you gotta be 3 to 16. Cause that's after 0 to 2, right?
0 to 3, yeah.
Ain't no perfect basketball player.
14.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Jokic damn near close. If he ain't take a decrease in shooting the 3 ball well, he damn near there. So 30%. Oh wait, I'm tripping. Okay, so 20% of his shots is from the mid range. Steph, let's see, Jason Tatum.
I mean, the turnover is a turnover, Q. I ain't gonna lie. Good takes, fellas. Appreciate you, Just Do. Thank you for sticking around.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Jokic can't guard the ball. Stop.
He can't guard on the. I mean, he's 7'1". I mean, I don't. Would you want to throw a 7'1" guy on ball? But he can defend that paint pretty decently. So I would put him down there.
Oh no, man. I don't know. But look, man, this was a great live stream. We're gonna end it right here because I got some packing to do. Going to visit some family in North Carolina, man. We will be back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut this live stream up in the video. So if you wanna, use the playback of the full live stream, you can do that. And we're also gonna drop separate videos of each topic we was talking about. But we definitely gonna be coming with more content. I ain't gonna say what YouTube doing on our channel, but that's for another time. You know what I'm saying? All I'm gonna say is keep supporting hitting that like button so we can overcome that. You know what I'm saying? I'm Eli.
I'm Eddie, bro.
And we Game It Takes, man. And we'll holla at y'all, man.